Yeah, I'm not sure if I should let Audra in or send her away or what. I should probably tell someone to ask her to leave. Um, yeah, have everyone leave. Sorry to interrupt your urination there. She was sitting on the toilet with her skirt still down around her ankles. I don't know how that works. The inside of her dress is probably ruined. Silly Mandy. Oh, also, I probably should have opened with this, but 200th video! This is my 200th video spectacular. And by spectacular, I mean probably very like all the other videos. My god, is Bentley the one cooking all this food? The fridge is overflowing. What's he doing? We're going to have to start throwing it out soon. What does he want to do? Accuse someone of being a diva. It's not very nice. I don't think he'll do that. Okay. Bruce is back in school this week. I wonder how long it is until Audra ages up. I hope it's soon. I mean, I'll probably just force it with a cake again if I have to, because the ages of non-player Sims are just... They don't age at a normal rate. They just seem to age whenever the game decides it. So, yeah, I could end up waiting years. He could be shriveled and old and dead before she becomes an adult. So, when he's an adult, if she's not an adult yet, she's going to become one. Whether she likes it or not. And like a reverse fountain of youth. So, yeah, I went for a walk in town today. Actually, between the previous video and this video, because I left the previous one, you know, compressing and stuff, getting it ready to upload. Well, to sit in a file until it's ready, until it's ready to upload in a few weeks. I went for a walk in town, and I just walked down along the quays, and it was the most eventful walk ever. First of all, I saw a seal in the River Liffey. I've never seen a seal in there before. Just swimming along, minding his own business. Not acting like it was strange at all. Just like, yeah, I'm a seal. I'm in the river. What of it? So that was pretty cool. Then there was a double rainbow as well, which I probably wouldn't have cared about, except for there was that big double rainbow video a while ago. It's become kind of a thing. I'd almost make it into a meme photograph now. I probably won't. Double rainbow's been done to death, really. But it was nice anyway. Yeah, I just kind of started out on the walk, and I intended to just run out and get some mouthwash and toothpaste, and I just ended up... Yeah, because I'm out of both those things. Just this morning, though. Don't worry, I haven't been going days without them. I just happened to coincidentally run out of them at the same time. But, oh, has one of the ghosts escaped? Monty Palmer's gone out looking at a fire hydrant. I didn't know they could travel that far. I see a question mark on the traffic lights. They seem to have walk and question mark. Weird. So, question mark is maybe walk, then? Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I just went for the walk anyway. And I just, you know, decided, oh, might as well. Actually, yeah, I walked outside and I had to cross a bridge to get there, and there was a big crowd on it, and I just thought, oh, it's too crowded. I hate pushing through big crowds, so I just thought I'll walk down to the next one. So I walked down to the next one and then thought, next one doesn't look too far, might be fun to walk down there. And I just kept doing that until I'd walked maybe like 2 miles down the river. And then just kind of crossed over and came back. Maybe 2 miles is a bit of an exaggeration. It was probably a mile and a bit, a mile and a half maybe. It was good. Good exercise. Feel refreshed. Because, you know, all that exercise and muscle I need to play The Sims. It's a very physically exerting game. Mostly from banging my head against the keyboard when the Sims don't listen to what I tell them. But so much... Oh, veggie burgers. Veggie burgers are actually horrible. I mean, no offense to any vegetarians out there. A lot of your food is nice. Vegetarian lasagna? Lovely. I love vegetarian lasagna. Vegetarian, what else? Oh, corn mince. I like corn mince. Corn mince is nice. Nice vegetarian fake meat. But vegetarian burgers are just... ugh. It's like eating... I don't know. It's like, imagine all the stuff that's fallen down the back of your couch. You know when you're cleaning your couch and you reach in and you pull it out and there's all these clumps of dust and dirt and crumbs and coins all squashed together into like a flat little... I don't know what you'd call it. Yeah, coagulant of dirt. A vegetarian burger is like if you... like... went to clean out your sofa and for the past year you've just been stuffing your pockets with sweet corn and peppers and I don't know, other vegetables. They're the only two whose names I can think of right now. No, carrots and lettuce and stuff. Yeah, and all that gets compressed down into a horrible vegetable-y coagulant. That's what a veggie burger tastes like. Although, I suppose... my opinion of them might be skewed, because when I was working for somewhere once, for a company, a fairly big one, and they had they had their own canteen serving hot food and everything, and it was my first day, and I thought, oh, I'll go get a burger. So I went up, and they had like burgers laid out on top of the counter, and one of them had batter on it and stuff. I thought, oh, that must be a chicken burger. I grabbed it, I went to sit down, I took a big bite of it, and it was horrible. It was, first of all, it was vegetables, and I was expecting chicken. And secondly, it was icy cold and tasted, I don't know, rotten. I then realised that you're meant to, you know, ask for your burger, and I had taken a display burger, which had probably been sitting out there for at least an hour, at most a couple of days. Yeah, so that was a pretty horrible meal. Actually, the same company, I won't name who they are. You've probably heard of them though, but yeah, they had this habit of, in the canteen, you know, they'd have a different menu each day, or they'd claim to, where, you know, they'd have one day, say, spaghetti bolognese, the next day they'd have spicy burritos, the next day shepherd's pie. But they cheated a bit with this, because every day it was basically the same thing. It's like on Monday, in bulk, they bought in a bunch of mincemeat mixed with chopped carrots, and just kept it in a big vat and like heated up a bit of it every day. So you'd go in on Monday and you'd get, I don't know, shepherd's pie, and you have like your mashed potato with your minced beef and carrots on it. That's fairly shepherd's pie like, that's fine. You just eat it. Well, if you're into that sort of thing. I'm not mad for shepherd's pie. But, you know, if you like that, it's probably great. You think, oh, that's very nice. Next day it's spaghetti bolognese. And you get your plate and you look at it, and it's minced beef and chopped carrots on top of a bit of spaghetti. And you're like, oh, that looks a little bit familiar. And it seems a bit weird to have carrots and spaghetti bolognese. I know some people do that. I mean, personally, I think it's a terrible crime to put carrots in a bolognese. You should use Mediterranean vegetables like, you know, tomatoes and stuff, and peppers. Are peppers Mediterranean? I don't know. They probably are. They're Mediterranean to me. They're the kind of vegetables I mean, anyway. The kind of ones you'd put in a sauce. You don't see carrot sauce anywhere. You see pepper sauce, you see, I don't know, tomato sauce. You don't see carrot sauce. That means it shouldn't be in a bolognese. So, anyway, where was I? But yeah, so you think, oh, that is a bit weird. It almost looks like the same beef and carrots as yesterday. But oh well, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Then you come in on Wednesday for your lunch, and you notice it's spicy burrito day, and I'd think, oh wow, a spicy burrito, I'll get one of those. And I get my spicy burrito, and I bite into it, and it's just like a wrap filled with minced beef and chopped carrots. And you're like, what? Now, okay, it's debatable whether you put chopped carrots into a bolognese, but you don't put it into a burrito. So I thought, this is just the same stuff as yesterday. Like, I don't know what they think they're up to. They're literally serving the same thing every day. Thursday, chili con carne, exact same thing. It wasn't even chili, like it was minced beef and chopped carrots in gravy or something. There was no like chili beans or anything in it. It was literally just that on rice. And, you know, I'd get sick of it by Friday and come in, and then Friday would be cottage pie. And cottage pie would be the exact same as the shepherd's pie on Monday, except the quality of the ingredients would have deteriorated over the week. So, yeah, I just got really annoyed by that. Eventually, I just gave up on it all and just had chips for lunch every day. And I discovered a clever exploit. Chips in this particular canteen were considered a side salad. Side salads were like 90 cents or something. It was quite cheap. It was before the whole recession and everything. So I would just go up to the chip thing for the side salad. I'd skip all the main food and just sort of empty the container onto my plate. This is chips as in like, you know, French fries to Americans, by the way. Not chips as in crisps to Americans. Or no, chips as in crisps to non-Americans. I don't know, whatever. They're the kind you get in McDonald's and from Chippers anyway. So yeah, I'd just pour the whole tray onto my plate and have a load of them for dinner. And it was pretty filling. I put on a lot of weight working there, actually. Well, not loads. I probably about a stone. So, I don't know. I think it's weird that here in Ireland we generally measure a person's weight. We generally measure a person's weight imperially in stones and pounds. And in America they measure it imperially as well, but just in pounds. So a stone is 14 pounds. So I think I went up from 10.5 stone to 11.5 stone while I was working there. But I'm not sure if that was to do with the chips, because I don't eat chips at all now, and I'm still like 11.5 stone. So maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just natural growth. And I'm pretty sure that's a fairly light weight as well. So 11.5 stone is... Ooh. Sorry, my brain's not working. It's around... Why is this taking so long for me to work out? 10 stone would be 140 pounds, so you add on 14, bring it up to 154, then you add on a 7, and you're up to 161. Then you're around 160, 161 pounds. Why am I giving everyone my weight? Does everyone want my blood type as well? I'll just start giving out all these personal details. My height, my blood type, my emergency contact numbers, whether I'm an organ donor, just all this stuff. Actually, I'm conflicted on the organ donor thing. And the one thing, it is an amazing thing to do, and I would never discourage anyone from it. If you know, to donate organs, save lives and all that. At the same time, if they discovered a cure for death, like after they'd already taken out all your organs, you'd feel pretty silly. I know that's an unlikely scenario, but, you know, they're just like, oh, we can revive you, but we need your stomach back, and it's been donated to someone else. Do they do stomach transplants, actually? I've never heard of one. It was a weird organ for me to pick. They transplant everything else. I can't see why there wouldn't be. But you never hear of them. And you'd have to take it from a dead person. You couldn't do a live donation of your stomach, obviously. I've unlocked the Terrorizer badge. Wow. I'm overwhelmed by how little I care about those achievements. Okay, come on, back to bed, Bruce. Got school in the morning. Also, wow, his adulthood is really creeping up. Because it's at 4 days, but I've just realised it's nearly midnight. That's going to be 3 days in a minute. So, yeah, he's not going to finish up this week in school anyway. He's going to be married by Friday to Audra Lavelle with her weird helmet hair. Helmetor, Lord of Darkness, that's what I'll call her. It's like Skeletor, but instead of having a skull for a head, she has a helmet. Thing I wonder about Skeletor, how did he see? He's got no eyes in those sockets. They're just like big black holes in the middle of his face. And you can't see any brain behind there either. No wonder he comes up with such stupid plans to kill He-Man. He's literally brainless. He's just bones. He's literally just a big pile of calcium sitting on a throne. I mean, someone, as a sick joke, draped some, like, blue robe things over him. I don't know, to make him look more more human or something. But, yeah, Skeletor is stupid. I mean, He-Man really shouldn't be fighting him and trying to kill him. He should be offering him help. Because I think you can consider lack of skin a physical disability. Rather than... someone's asking Bert on a date. He's a married woman. Leave him alone. Yeah, I think that's more physical disability than, you know, any kind of evil thing. I mean, who are Skeletor's henchmen? He had characters like Evil Lynn, the woman henchman, and it's like, that's such a funny name. It's just like her name's Lynn and she's evil. That's her thing. You get all the other characters with weird fantasy names, like Man-at-Arms, He-Man's friend, who I think what happened with him was his arms could punch in the action figure or something, or they could change into different tools, so he was called Man-at-Arms in a clever pun. Whereas, I don't know, Man of Many Arms is a more accurate description. But, yeah, and then there's, like, Battle Cat, who's, like, as described, he's like a big cat ready for battle. And then there's Evil Lynn, and she's just some woman called Lynn who's evil. Maybe it's a pun on the name Evelyn, but I don't think that was ever particularly clear. And they never just call her Lynn, it's always Evil Lynn. I mean, it's like... Good morning, Evil Lynn. How are you? And she'd just be like, shut up, you jerk. I'm trying to be good. They're just like, oh, you can't be good. You'll always be Evil Lynn to us. Is there a good Lynn in He-Man? Who could be like her twin sister? Maybe the sorceress from the Castle Grayskull is like good Lynn. Does the sorceress have a name? I think she's just called the sorceress. So yeah, we'll name her now. Consider this like He-Man fan fiction. Yeah, this is my own He-Man fan fiction universe. The sorceress is called Good Lynn, and she's the twin of Evil Lynn, and they had a big falling out over something. He-Man took the sorceress to prom by accident. He was going out with Evil Lynn back when she was Neutral Lynn. They were both called Neutral Lynn at the time. It got very confusing at their house. But yeah, He-Man was going out with Neutral Lynn, and then he showed up to take her to prom, and he was just like... He called at the door, their dad answered, and he's like, hey, I'm here to take Neutral Lynn to prom. And the dad called the wrong Neutral Lynn. He called the sorceress instead of Evil Lynn. And so He-Man accidentally took the wrong girl to prom, and then I don't know, evil Lyn got really jealous and became evil. And then she had to go with Skeletor instead. And Skeletor's got an inferiority complex because he's not a very good dancer, and He-Man is. So he just, you know, he's been jealous all along, and that's why he's trying to kill him. The secrets of Castle Grayskull that he wants, they're like the moves to the Macarena. So spaketh Connor.